I'm just getting set up here, trying to get a good view of my desktop. Just getting signed in. Hello, hello, hello. To all you that are coming in, say hello to me so I know who you are. Aristi, hi there. Long time no see. Oh, I'm fine. How are you doing? Hi, Christine. How are you? Good to see you. Who else is in here? Say hello to me when you come in. Aristi is coming to us from... Hi, Rose. Good to see you. Aristi is coming to us from the country of Greece. Hi, Nancy. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to folks that are coming in. I'm just getting started. I'm kind of having to peek up over my phone here to see the comments. It's been kind of a crazy couple weeks, but it's getting better. Last week was really crazy for me. I came home late and I was totally exhausted. There was just no way I could do a live and thrive through it. So I just decided to put you out of your misery. Hi, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck, Aunt Beck, I missed your live again this week. I hate it when I miss your lives. Oh. Well, I pulled the brown paper off of my desktop, so this is where we left our glue booking on our desktop a couple weeks ago. So I thought maybe after we did everything else, I'd work on that. I'm going to put this over on the other side of the room here. I always like to start off with my reverse collage book. While folks are coming in, I just kind of review what we've done. All the pages in this book, it's a Childcraft encyclopedia, the How and Why library, and this particular edition happens to be, or this book happens to be all about art, sculpturing and painting and portrait painting, and so that's why I chose it for my lives. And everything that I've done in here has been, okay, Aunt Beck, I'm going to try to catch you. Aunt Beck's Creation says she'll be live again on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 7 p.m. our time. So I'm going to write that down and put a sticky on my nose so I remember it. I just kind of like to go through where I am on this, the pages that I've done. I'm doing reverse collage in this, and everybody knows that reverse collage, we're getting that technique from Dee Dee Willingham. I always like to give her a shout out. And what reverse collage is painting out the elements on a page or arting them out might be a better word, and keeping the elements on the page that you want, and then you can do artwork around it. And in this particular book, I'm arting everything out, and then I am collaging black and white photographs that I find of children, and I'm trying to make them match or have some relationship to the artwork or photo that's left on the page. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Yeah, Aristi was she visited earlier in the summer, and then I think she got busy, Rose. So she's just kind of peeking back in on us. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is the first page in this book, but it's not the first page that I've done. I'll skip back and forth from front to back to middle to wherever I'm inspired to work on a particular night. Tonight, we're going to work on this page, so I'll come back to that. And what I like about doing reverse collage in my live sessions is that it's really an easy technique to do in a live, because painting these out does not take a lot of thought and a lot of detail. So what I usually do is choose the colors out of here that I want to bring out. In this case, this is a Georgia Clay Deco Art paint, and it kind of goes with the reds in here, and there's some greens that go with the greens in there. And I'll paint everything out, and then I'll set the book aside, and we'll let it dry, and then we'll do something else in our live session, and then we'll come back in and glue in the photo. So we've done this one, and let's see where we at. I hope everybody's had a really good Thanksgiving so far. Don't cry over moldy bread. That was a page we did. And let's just thumb through these real fast while I'm chattering away here. This is my Daydreamers page. I still need to go in and do titles and some finishing up work on these pages. I'm kind of putting it off till I have several of them to do. Oh, it was good. I had Thanksgiving with my brother and his son, who would be my nephew, and my grandniece. So we had a meal and we just visited. We had a good Thanksgiving. So you ate too much, Beck? Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Welcome. This is how high is the sky. I see the moon and the moon sees me. Some children looking out over, we'll call it the moon. I'm not sure exactly what they're looking out over, but it looks like they're looking out at the moon. And then this was a painting of some teachers, like in the 1750s or so, teaching some children their concept of the universe. Astronaut. And this was a young boy looking at his rocket ship here. And I'm doing these photographs as flip pages. Janet has suggested that, and I really like that idea in this book. Let's see if I can't go through this a little faster. Getting a lot of them. This is Ships Ahoy. This is all about boats. This one is Blowing in the Wind. This was a painting of a man riding a bicycle, and I found this picture of this young boy riding his tricycle, so we made him have a race. This has to be one of my favorite ones. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I'm glad they found you. I have to tell you about these mailings. I was really late in getting some of those mailings out. For some reason or another, I got way behind. But last week, I said, I'm going to get them out. I'm going to get them out. And I got them out, except for 2 of them. And one of them went out, and I don't think she's received it yet, if Lucia pops in here. I sent it out on Wednesday, I believe. And I still have one for Cindy. Did you get them, Aunt Beck? Good. Hi, Janet. So I finally got my mailings out. I still have to do, if you're watching for Recycled Parts for Art, I had a contest with my Design Project 1. And I finally got all those names into a spreadsheet. I have not done the drawing yet. I'm going to do that this weekend. Hopefully that video and the announcement of the winners will go live next week. For some reason or other, well, this is Thanksgiving, but for some reason or another, I've just been pushed back, and I'm just finally getting caught up with things. So that's still coming. But I did close the contest, and I've got the spreadsheet with all the names and everything. And I go to Random Org to pick the winners. I put everything on a spreadsheet, and I run it through the numbers through Random Org. But I film all that while I'm doing it, so you'll be able to see it happen in the video. I probably will not do a live of it. For one thing, I don't have the capability. I don't have the technical capability to show myself going live and going to random org. Maybe someday I will, but... So, this was one we did with the rain and the lightning. This was a weather page. There's sunshine there and snow there and rain here. This little guy in his raincoat. This was the Believe page. I've gotten quite a few of these pages done. I'm thinking what I'm going to do. Yes, I do, Kathy. Mary's asking about one of my studio mascots called Mrs. Wilkins. And Mrs. Wilkins, the real Mrs. Wilkins, not my studio mascot, but the real Mrs. Wilkins in my life was my high school art teacher. And she really encouraged me my senior year of high school and just was an inspiration for me. Well, I went off, graduated from high school, went off, did the college thing, did the working thing. And several years later, I found this antique dress form. And I called her Mrs. Wilkins. So, but right now, she's in storage. The studio mascot that I have with me, I really have two studio mascots, and my other studio mascot, you all know, Penelope. Penelope I can carry with me in my hand, so she doesn't have to go into storage. So, but yes, I do have Mrs. Wilkins. You'll have to, I don't know what, kill me to get her, I guess. Because she is a favorite of mine. I just don't have the room for her right now. But maybe I will in the future. So going through these, this is another one I thought we'd do tonight. If I have time, I'm going to save it for later. So I'll come back to that. But what I was going to say was I'm getting quite a few of these pages done. And I'm not sure, like in the back here, it goes into a section on portraits. And I'm not sure I have photographs for all of these. So I think I'll do reverse collage around it and maybe just do some art. If I do, I might find photographs to match, but I'm not sure. So, but I eventually want to get this book finished so I can start another project. This is the one we did last week, and I'm going to title it Make Believe People, because that's what it says down here. They're talking about dolls down there. So, I did the baseball one. This is one about children playing games. This is one about wishful thinking, the little girl again looking at her doll. This was the very, very first one I did. I just called it At the Table. So, and imagine this. Nancy, if you're still in here, this is one of my favorite pages. Nancy sent me this image of these children sticking out their tongues. And what I did is I made silhouette images of each one of these. And I had them facing each other, so he would be sticking his tongue out at himself. This is one of my favorite pages. And then over on the opposite side, the photo was children look at themselves in one of those circus mirrors where it twists their forms and everything. Don't you just love that page, Nancy? It's just one of my favorites. So, I think I've chattered long enough. I'm going to go back to this page, and I chose this one because in the United States, this is our Thanksgiving weekend. Our Thanksgiving holiday was yesterday. Today is Black Friday. I got to hear about everybody's Black Friday. But it's very much a family holiday. People get together, families get together if they're able to. And this talks about the family. So I thought, well, this might be a good one to do tonight. Again, this does not have any color over here to pull out, but since it's Thanksgiving, I thought I would use yellows, a little bit of this red, an accent orange, maybe a tan or brown, and well, I got the blue out for the other one. So I thought I'd give it some fall colors. So what I want to do first, though, is I just kind of want to fussy cut around this. And when I fussy cut, especially when I'm doing it live, let me get my little scissors over here. My embroidery scissors that I use for fussy cutting. I try to do it good, but if I don't get it exact, I don't worry about it too much. Because there's a lot of little intricate pieces in here. And I'm just going to cut out around in here. They're listening to a radio. It looks like this picture might be taken in the 1940s. It just reminds me of maybe a 1940s scene. And there is a photograph sitting on top of the radio. I'm going to leave that. Looks like there's some more photographs up there, but I think they're going to get cut off. I'm going to leave the one on top of the radio. In fact, maybe fussy cutting it out might bring it out a little bit more. So I'm not watching chat while I'm doing this because I'm watching where my scissors blade is going. Black Friday. Black Friday. Today was Black Friday. Scott, let's see. Aunt Beck says Scott has a radio that he restored that looks just like this. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Yeah, I imagine those radios now, unless they're reproductions, are mostly restored. And you know what? I have been listening a lot to internet radio and enjoying it. I love YouTube. I watch all my favorite channels on YouTube. But sometimes I just like to hear... Whoops, I dropped it. Sometimes I just like to hear... I like the talk shows if they're not too bad, you know, if they're not arguing and all of that. Because I like to hear people's opinions on things, and I really do like it when people call in and the commentator talks to them. Those aren't as common anymore, but I do find them every now and then. And of course, I like to listen to the music on the radio. And I have been enjoying a lot of internet radio stations. And of course, I can put my earbuds on and it doesn't bother anybody else in the house. So radio, even though it's kind of a, you think, well, you know, radio, really? But internet radio, yeah, it's still out there. But I don't think it's as much of a family affair as it used to be. Ooh, this is going to be kind of... in fact, I don't think watching television is a family affair that it used to be. Like we used to watch Gunsmoke and what? Rawhide and Perry Mason and another one. Those shows on the, what, Thursday and Friday nights. And not so much, my dad did not watch a lot of TV because he couldn't hear it. He had a hearing issue. But my mother and my brothers and I would watch those shows in the evenings. But we didn't have TV. My goodness, we didn't have TV till I must have been a freshman or sophomore in high school before we had those. So I'm just going to kind of put this up here, and I'm going to paint out all of this. Now let's look at chat. Let's see what's going on here. Hi, Annie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I said welcome to Janet, Aunt Beck, Rose, and Kathy. I'm just kind of scrolling back to see if I missed anybody coming in here. If I missed anybody, welcome. Glad to have you join us on a Friday, a Black Friday. I live out in the rural part of Nebraska in a small town, so our Black Fridays really aren't that bad. We might see one or two cars on the road, but that's about it. And I didn't go shopping or anything. I went to the post office today. Cindy's here? Cindy's here? Where is she? Hi, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Cindy Seinzetter. She's our glue book expert. So, Cindy, I'm just getting ready to do this reverse collage page here. I've been chattering away about, I don't even remember what I've been chattering away about. Black Friday and listening to the radio. Let me pull this out. Okay, and I do think I want most of that text covered up, so I'm going to put it pretty high on the page, I think. And then I'll just, there's no color on this page to bring out, but I do think that I'll do fall colors because this is kind of a family weekend and it's fall. So I'm getting my pen out here. Cindy asked about these pens that I've been using, and there was a comment in one of my little mini composition book videos too about what are you using, because when I do my little mini, I got it right here, my little mini composition book, I won't show you the last page, I'll show you one I've already done. I got pages up there through Sunday. I got to do some more, but I'm not going to show them to you yet. They will write very nice over this craft paint, and they are felt tip. And Cindy noticed it, and she asked me. She said, "What pen are you using?" And this is, it's called Casemate. I get them at Walmart, but it also goes by Pen, P-E-N, plus the plus sign gear, and I think it's a Walmart brand. I don't know that for sure, but they are, I think Cindy checked and got some, and she said they are 2 for $44. I couldn't remember if they were 2 for $44 or 2 for $99, but they are 2 for $44, and you can get them in the markers too. Now I will say, I did some ATCs for giveaway tonight, and I've already painted this out, but on the back here was the Annie's metallic. It was a bronze metallic. They will not write very nice over the this Annie's bronze metallic. So I'm thinking they will not write well over metallics, if you're listening, Cindy. They write very nice over acrylic. But I had trouble, and the metallic was dry. It was dry. It was been dried for several hours. So it had trouble writing over a metallic acrylic, but they write very nice over acrylic, and it's a felt tip, and they keep going and going and going, and I really do like these for the value. For 2 of them for 44 cents, 22 cents a piece. Good value. Yay, Walmart. So, had to tell you about those since Cindy had asked me in a conversation we were having someplace. So, I'm going to go ahead and get busy on this. I'm going to put in some fall colors, and my paintbrushes are my fingers. And oh, I wanted to use it here. I was yakking away. I want to make sure that I don't paint out my text. So I usually just come around and kind of mark it off for me. That's enough. And I usually kind of paint up to those lines or over those lines. I'm going to put a lot. Let's put some up here. Some there. Now they're walking on the beach though, so I don't want too much orange in there. I want more blue. In fact, let me get a paper towel. I don't want too much orange in there at all, because that's sky. We'll just let it be the sunshine or something up there. I just kind of want to wipe this away. That's what I like about reverse collage and doing these backgrounds. You don't have to worry about getting it exact. And when you're doing a live session, let's put some blue ones in there. When you're doing a live session, there's a lot that can go wrong. When I worked at Michael's, Aunt Beck says, when I worked at Michael's, I would bake up 6 types of cookies and took in 2 huge trays of cookies for my co-workers. Wow. The flour's worse than the sugar. I'm not following that conversation. As a tradition, we make, Janet says, as a tradition, they make honey balls. Those sound good. They must be talking about baking cookies. Yum. Yum, yum. I'm going to put some white in here. Maybe lighten up that blue a little. And what I generally do is get the paint going here. And then I'll set this book aside and let this page dry. Let's see if we can get the ground going on here. We'll pull it off into here. Now I'm not watching chat because I'm kind of looking at the page here. All right, this picture, I'm going to put it over to my left. So if what did I do with my picture? That's where it's at. It's over to my left. I want to wipe my hand off here. Okay. Yeah. I want more white in there. So this doesn't look like much, but when I get those pictures on there, it really does make a difference. I'm just going to kind of blend this in and up over here. And this says, of course, this is written for children, probably, I would say, grade school, junior high age, maybe 9 and above, between 9 and 14. It says, you are an important part of your family. So is your mother, so is your father, so are your sisters and brothers, grandmothers and grandfathers, aunts and uncles, and all your cousins. You might even think of a pet animal, oh yeah, a lot of people do, as almost one of the family. In the pages that follow, you will see the way some artists have looked at families and put them into paintings and statues. So what this book is doing is really educating the children about art. Now that's why I like it. All right, let's see chat. I've been chattering away here. Let's see what's going on in chat. That reminds me, I need to... Oh, hi, Lisa. My eclectic life, welcome. I am here while my family watches TV in our room. We are visiting Houston for my son's graduation trip. Oh, well, enjoy Houston. So far, we've been to the USS Texas battleship and to NASA and the Kima Boardwalk. Cool. Sounds like you're having a really good time, Lisa. I wanted more white up in there. I'm going to go back with the white. I don't want to mark these guys out too much in here, but I do want some blue kind of water effects in there. I'll get the white out. Where's my white? So far, it kind of looks like a mess, doesn't it? Yeah, well, we'll fix that. I'm not watching chat. I'm kind of watching what I'm doing here on the page. I really do want to get some color. This page did not have any color on it at all. And I'm just going to kind of finger paint around these folks. Actually, I kind of like I don't know if you can see it in there, but... Lisa says she's glad to have a little time to work in her glue book. So is that what you're doing while you're watching this? We're going to do some glue booking later. Yay! I want more white in there. My hands are getting too messy. I'll wipe them off here. Get some more white. And I'm just going to kind of... Now I could get a brush out and do this, you know, fine detail and fuss over it, but I'm not going to do that. This is just me having fun with reverse collage. Now I want more blue in there. This is kind of sandy water here. They're walking in. I actually got some old towels out that we aren't using, and I my other ones I was going, oh, I tore up an old t-shirt to rags until I finally used the last rag. Let's see. Hi, Azure. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm doing, and Gwen, hi. Welcome people coming in. Nana's Place, welcome. I'm missing y'all coming in. Lisa, I said welcome to you. Let's see. Lisa says she's glad to have a little time to work in her glue book. Welcome to Houston. Oh, Janet says, I know it as strafoli. I use my grandmother's recipe. That sounds good, Janet. I missed that conversation, but it sounds good. Janet, actually it has Greek roots and it's called, oh my goodness, I cannot pronounce that, or is the Leucomadius here. Sounds good. Painty fingers. I'm just kind of scrolling back through chat. Fried dough balls, drizzled with honey and sprinkles. It's an Italian dessert. Yum. That sounds delicious. Hi, Kathy with the C. All right. I'm going to actually put this aside because I think by the time this dries and I get my picture up here, and I might put some more white down in there. That's really, I like the fall colors, but I want it a little bit more beachy maybe. And I might, since they're on the beach, I'm thinking sandcastles here. I mean, this really isn't a Thanksgiving page, but it's about the family. I kind of want some more white up in, I kind of want more white in there. And I really do like doing reverse collage here in the lives because, as I said, I don't have to worry about perfection. If I were trying to show somebody how to paint during a live session with my setup, I'd freak out. So I'll refer you to all the YouTube experts. There are a lot of really excellent YouTube artists on YouTube. All right. Well, maybe, I'm not sure I really like that area. And a little bit more in here. Just kind of smoothing it out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a lot happier with that. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to set this aside to dry. We've got enough people in here. Kathy Whitney, welcome. Welcome to everyone I've missed saying hello to. We have enough people in here that we can do the first contest. I like to do a contest at the beginning of my live sessions, and now I've started doing one at the end. Kind of splits it up so that people who, you know, are out doing the family thing or can't make it till later don't miss out if they want a chance to be a part of the contest. I'm going to set this aside to dry. And usually this craft paint dries pretty fast. When I bring it back, most of it is dry. There's still some little wet spots, and I just take a paper towel and dab them dab them off. Let me set it aside over here. And I worked on, let me get them out. I have them all ready to go. There's none of this, I'll finish it after the chat stuff. They're all ready to go. All I have to do is pick the numbers and address them. Hi, Betty. Welcome. So, I'm going to go through them one at a time. As I think I've got 9 of them here. I think I'll do 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do the last 4 toward the end of the live session. And what they are is I have some of this. I put it away. It's Tim Holtz fabric. And I think it was called Eclectic. I can't remember. It's kind of, I like it because it looked like a lot of history and a lot of, you know, faces like this. So you can tell it's very much Tim Holtz fabric in the background. And then I fussy cut things that I had cut out of the glue books. Like this face was part of the fabric. And this was a cigar band, but it said First American on it. And it has the Indian. And then this is a young lady. It looks like she's driving a vintage car. And I just thought that she made a perfect sweetheart for that guy. So I kind of like this style, the Tim Holtz backgrounds, the browns. And in a way, it's kind of a historical. I'm not sure how to describe it. But I like how they turned out. So I'm going to call this one My Sweetheart. That's number 1. And that's what we're going to draw for right away as soon as I get a book to cover up my numbers here so you don't see the number I choose. And I'm going to call this one My Sweetheart. Oops, I got to write it off of the envelope here. My Sweetheart. I do keep these little pink tabs so I can refer back to them afterwards. So, thank you, Aristi. So what I do is, what we'll do is I choose a number range, and then I'll tell you the range, and then I'll tell you when to go. And when I tell you when to go, you'll choose a number in that range. And then I'll give you about a half minute or so, and then I'll give you a countdown, and we'll see who got closest. If you get it smack dab on the right number, you get the ATC. If you get it one less or one and somebody else gets it one more, I'll give both of you an ATC. Unless this person got it smack dab on. Then she gets it. So, for this ATC, it's called My Sweetheart. I'm going to hold it up here close so you can see it. Oh, before I do this, I need to tell you that if at any time during this chat I lose my data connection, which happens a lot to me, hang tight. I'll be right back. My YouTube session's still going. It's just my data connection loses its connectivity. And all I have to do is push the buttons to go live again, and it just resumes the chat. So if that happens, sit tight. I'll be right back. Especially during a contest. And if it happens while we're choosing numbers, I think I can still see the numbers in my comments. If I can't, we'll have to restart it, and we'll choose the same range and same numbers, and you just name the numbers again. But that hasn't happened to me. So this range will be between, don't say anything until I tell you go, it will be between 500 and 550. And I have to think of a number, and what I do is I hide it, or try to hide it as best I can. Okay. Okay, go. That's okay, Kathy. And we're going to do 5 of these now and 4 later. Hi, Sheila, Marcia. Hi, Lillian. A lot of you I've missed coming in here. Christine. I'll give you all some time. And I will say, you'll need to get your, if you're a winner, and if I don't already have your address, you'll need to get your address to me, and I'll show you how to do that. Because I don't have any way to send anything to you if you don't give me your snail mail address. Are we pretty much done? I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2. What was that? I can't pronounce your name. Natakuni? Welcome. Good to see you in here. You're new to me. Welcome to my live. And if you sound out your name for me, I'll try to pronounce it correctly. I won't guarantee I'll remember it, but what was I on? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The range was 500 to 550, and the number was 517. So help me out, guys, here, because you know me. You know me. If you see me make a mistake and call it wrong, feel free to correct me. Because I have to scroll back. I need to find somebody who has 517 or close to it. And I thought I saw a 516 in here, or a 5... Yes, I did. Sheila had 516. Do you think that she's the closest? 512, 527, 43, 20. I think so. I think it was Sheila. Sheila's new to me too here. Sheila, you'll need to... I need to write your name down first. Sheila, C-A-G, Ellie. And you can contact me on Facebook if you're on Facebook at Meridel Abrams. Just send me a message with your snail mail. If you're not on Facebook, if you send me an email at the.meri.atelier, A-T-E-L-I-E-R, @gmail.com. And if you didn't get all that down, it is 43 minutes and 10 seconds into this chat. You watch the replay, and I'll just kind of hold this here for a second. But I'll need your snail mail in order to send this out. So I got Sheila. Yeah. So she got the My Sweetheart one. That was number 1. So all I have to do is address this, and stamp it, and get it out there. No fussing around saying I gotta finish them. So the second one is this one. And I haven't named these yet. I finished them, I haven't named them. This is Inspection Requested. And here again, the fabric in the background is a Tim Holtz fabric. And then there's a little glue book image on here. And it looks like a young boy and a dog. It looks like he might be, I'm not sure what he's inspecting. He's inspecting something there on a pole. I want to say he's running away from home, but maybe not. It looks like maybe they're pirates or something, because it looks like the doggy has a pirate hat on. He's got some sort of a hat on, so maybe they're playing soldier or something. Inspection Requested is what I'm going to call this one. And I'm titling these here because later on I just double check and try to make sure that whoever wins which one gets the right one. So, this range will be between, we'll just go up another 100, 600 to 650. Don't say anything till I say go, because I got to choose a number. Oh, let me think of a number. Let me think of a number. Ah, yes, yes. Wouldn't you know? I went offline. Let me flip the... I can still see numbers, though, so you're all right. I can still see all the numbers. So keep going. I see... Yeah, keep going. The first number that I saw in the stream is... Let me go scroll back. Ruth Lamb was 631. That's the first one, and I see all the numbers after that. Oh, Kathy, come back if you want to play. I'm going to do some more giveaways toward the end. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, that would happen to disconnect me right when I said go. He said, all right, this is a good time to disconnect, Meri. So are we pretty much done? Shall I give you a little time here? I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anybody else? Yeah. You know what? My phone is not plugged in either. Let's see how much time I got here. I'm at 79%. I might need to plug my phone in so I can get charging. Scott said me. What was that, Aunt Beck? Scott said me. I need to plug in my phone here. You're going to see some jiggling. I want it to charge. I don't want to run out of juice. But let's see what it's doing here. Yeah, it's charging. Oh, and you said anyone else? Well, give Scott a number. We'll count him if he wants it. It's the inspection requested one. Okay, Lillian, I saw that. Scott want a number? We're going to wait for him to give you... You can give his number. You say Scott and then a number, and we'll let him play. I'm watching. I'll give him 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah! Thanks, Scott. The number was 631. Hi, Scott. If you all don't know Aunt Beck, Scott is her husband, and they do all these, well, they do a lot of videos, but the ones that I enjoy the most are their thrifting videos. And, you know, the haul videos. Did Ruth win? Thank you. Ruth had 631, Ruth Lamb. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to just write Ruth Lamb here. I'm not even going to bother with going back because you guys have better eyes than me. Congrats, Ruth. You won. Inspection requested. And I think, Ruth, I have your address. That's number 2. But Aunt Beck and her husband do a lot of thrifting hauls. All right, number 3. You guys are probably getting tired of this one. You wanted that one? Well, maybe you'll get this one, Annie. Sorry. I see I'm going to have reconnect problems tonight. Where's my flip the screen thing? You're looking up at my... There. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me. Yeah. It's Friday night and it's Black Friday. That's what we're going to blame it on. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. I missed a lot of you coming in. But I was explaining on number 3... This is a colonial or an early days. I say colonial. It could be like in the early 1800s, hornbook, where they learned their ABCs in school. And I fussy cut it out of a history book. And on here, these little sayings I'm getting off of, I think it's a Tim Holtz sticker pack with, you know, the different words and verses and sayings and things like that. So I chose There's Nothing Simpler. And then we've got this Tim Holtz fabric in the back. This is I think it's called Eclectic Elements, but don't take me as for sure on that. I'd have to double check. But I think that's what it is. And I collaged it down with Liquitex Matte Medium. And then on the back, I have some metallic paint, but I wanted to write on it, and I was having trouble writing on it with my pen, so I put some white craft paint on it. So that's how all of these are made. All right, I bet you just want me to quit chattering and go. Hornbook. Hornbook, we'll call it. So the range will be 700 to 750. Don't say anything until I say go, because I have to choose a number. And what shall I choose? All right, go. And thanks for sticking with me when I get kicked off. Wow. Are we done? Aristi, did you get a number? Is Aristi still in with us? She's in Greece. Yep, she got a number. I always worry about her because of the lag time. All right, I'll give it 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks, Aristi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have the same number as somebody else, don't worry about it, because I'll just give you both one. There are 9 of them here. I'll go until they're all used up. And I did make a couple of extras too, so we have plenty of them. The number was 721. And I think I saw a couple of people that got it spot on. Marcia Folks had 721. Marcia, is that Shafowlkes? Some of you were really close. And somebody else had 721. Lillian, Crafty Grandma, 56. Let's see, anybody else in here have 721? Excuse me for putting my hand up here because I have to touch the screen. 730, 703, 1123 was close, Annie. 722, Lisa, really close. Now I think those two won. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I think Lillian was first. And then Marcia was second. So, Lily, I'm going to let you have your pick. I'm going to pick the next one with number 4. And that is, every road should have a path. And I'm going to let you choose. And which one you don't want, I'm going to give to Marcia. So, which one do you want? This does say the cigars contain something. It was an advertisement. But this is all Tim Holtz fabric, and then I put a swan on it, and it says every road should have a path. And this is the Hornbook one. Scott, yeah, right. I might have to send Scott one of my own choosing. Lillian, I'm waiting for you to choose which one you want. The Hornbook one? Okay. So the Hornbook one will go to Lillian. And Marcia, I'm going to give you number 4, which is every road should have a path. I'll bet he is. I'll bet he is. I'm just going to put every road on here so that I can make an association. And this will go to Marcia. Actually, when 2 of you get the same number, it makes our contest go a little faster, doesn't it? For those of you that get bored with this. So, we've got 3 and 4 done. We've just got 1 more to do. These are really fun though. And the last one that we're going to do in this segment is this one. And it says, to take me by surprise. And this gal is kind of this way. The fabric, on that fabric, the little portraitures are printed in different, you know, different rotations. So she's that way. This says Lisa somebody up there. But that's part of the fabric. And I cut this out. This was actually out of a history book. Oh, what do they call them on when they put them on the ship, the front end of the ship? That's the wooden image. I don't know what they call them. I want to say masthead, but I could be way wrong there. So, but that's what this one is. And I'm just going to call it surprise. And the range here will be, we'll make it 700 to 750, but don't say anything until I say go. Let's see, what was that? Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I gotta go, what? Let's see. Nana says, I have to go to the mister's home, and apparently we're going shopping tonight. Woo, somebody's going Friday night shopping, Black Friday night shopping. Scott said, that is the Maidenhead. All right, I'm going to take Scott at his word. Scott's welcome to play if he wants it, Beck. You just have to say Scott and give a number. All right, so it's between 700 and 750. Don't say anything. I have to pick a number here. All right, go. That's the way to do it, Aunt Beck. If anybody else has a husband who wants to play, they're welcome. You just have to give your husband's name. But I have to know he's real. I know Scott's real because I see him on the video. And I know he's a card. But he's a pretty good carpenter, I'd say. Fixing up their home. I'm still here. I was going to show Aunt Beck a little what I got this weekend. My thrifting haul. How we doing on numbers? Give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Of course, I don't see the comments till I touch the screen. So I got paint on my phone. The number was, that's a 4. It's 743. 743. So who got 743 on the nose? Or who got close? 731. 749's pretty close. 741. Look at that, Rose. I think Rose might be our winner. 740 is pretty close, but I think Rose beat her out. Aristi. Would you all say it's Rose? Yep. Annie, stick around. There's more toward the end of the chat if you can stick around. So Rose, I'm just going to put MCG because I know who you are. So we're done with this segment. I got some more toward the end. So I was going to show, I had a really good, fun time thrifting. I went out Wednesday. I wasn't going to go. I had to make myself go. So I did, because I had some things that needed to get done. I'm so glad I went. I can't show it to you because it's a metal stand. It's one of those vintage metal carts that, you know, you see in the kitchens like in the 1940s, 1950s. Yeah, well, I got this book, but I also got that cart. And I got it at a thrift store, and it was not marked. And I thought, oh, I want it. And so I went and I knocked at the door. You know how clerks go to the back of the room. And I knocked at the door, and I said, I don't think there's a price tag on that cart. Is it for sale? And she came out and she looked at it and she sold it to me. I really wanted it. It's not a 3-shelf one like you see those little carts like you can get at IKEA or anything like that. But it's one of those kitchen ones and it fits my space there really nice. So that was my find of the day. And then I found this. We all know and love Mark Montano. He's big on YouTube. He does all these. This is the Big Ass Book of Crafts. I got it because I thought, well, I might see something in here that'll really inspire me. I probably will. And if I don't get inspired, I can always do reverse collage in it. So, but I probably won't do that. I'll probably be looking at this. And then I had to get this book, which was a Santa Claus book. In the children's section, I love Santa Claus. You know, I just love I guess I'm a child at heart, but this is an interactive one. It has the map up here, the route map, and I needed something like this when I was 5. And it's got all of the Arctic animals. There's something missing in here. I don't know what it is. I suppose if I'd sit and read that, no, it's here. Oh, what is it? No, it's just the, oh, maybe you pull it out and see the elf. Maybe that's how that goes. Oh, I learned something new. Santa's house. Well, there's something here, too. Well, that's the snow. Of course, there's the elves in the snow. And then, of course, this opens up into a fold here. So I just had more fun looking through this children's book. The elves at work and play. Here's an igloo that opens up. Yeah, you could probably do reverse collage in this. There's a letter to Santa here written on tablet paper with the little drawings in there by the children. Santa's workshop, and both these pages open up. How fun is this book? Sorry, I'm wiggling my camera with my phone cord. Mrs. Santa, the reindeer, the sleigh master, and here's Santa's magic silk cloth. So spider silk cloth. I thought that was Santa's magic snowsuit. The sleigh. I'm feeling for the interactive part here. There it is. Right here. How fun this is. I love all these. This is Santa's diary. I just love all these interactive elements. This is how a children's book should be written, yes? So, and then the Christmas Day at the North Pole, and the Aurora Borealis, and then the to and from tags here. So I got that, yay, in the children's section. And then I showed you this. Now I wanted to show you something else I have been working on. And Cindy, if she's still in here, probably knows I've been working on this. This is my December Daily Reverse Collage book. And I have been working and working and working and working and working just to get all these pages painted out. I painted out all of these pages. Now I have to go in and actually do my artwork and everything that I want to do for my December Daily. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I like to start with Halloween, to tell you the truth, but I think I'm going to start, and I'm going to attach in here my little Sebastian Halloween story. And that will probably go at the front in here someplace. I haven't chosen a spot yet. And then I'll do Thanksgiving. And there's a lot of pages in here, but when you see what I'm going to do with it, you'll see why I think I need a lot of pages. But what I'm going to do tonight, in front of everyone, is I'm going to get my... there's no way that this book will stay this thin with everything that I'm going to put in it. So I am going to break the binding here, and I'm going to get it ready to start doing my December Daily. I mean, there are a lot of folks who've already, yeah, I'm making it better. I'm doing a little book surgery here. You know, and it's really interesting doing these. You see how well these books are made. I mean, look at what they have in there. They have, yes, I was very genteel. But look at this. They've got it's stitched, but it has that kind of a fabric over it. And when I did my magazine idea, Janet says, I think I just passed out. You guys are being funny. But I used cheesecloth on my second rebind of my magazine idea playground. And I got that actually from observing what's done in here. Now, see, you can tell these pages are already coming out because of the actual, I put some washi tape on these. But I'm not going to do any more to this tonight. I won't put you through that pain, but I'll be separating these pages like this. And actually, on some of these pages, you're going to see them attached together around the edges. So some of these, the artwork, and I'll probably do that with the food pages, because there's some pages back here where they have all the recipes. And I love Christmas cooking. I really do, but like on pages like this, where they're showing how to make a pie or whatever, these will probably be facing pages that I'll put together to do what I'm going to do in it. And I want to get started and do a video next week, and I'll be skipping back and forth in my book. I'll do some Halloween. I want to do some Thanksgiving pages, and I want to do some December pages. So I don't know if I'll get the whole book filled, but we're going to give it a shot. So I chose this book. It's an old-fashioned country Christmas. It's a Time Life book. Of course, it's one I got at the thrift store. I have had so much fun painting these pages out. The pages themselves, the photography in this book was just awesome. Just awesome photography. On some of them, I felt guilty painting them, but I did it anyway. I got over my guilt. So I wanted to show you that. I'll put the surgical tools away. I don't want to call them something that'll get me slapped in the face. Let's see. My page over here, I think it might be dry enough. Dry enough here. Oh, who said that? Hold, I have to go back. Janet says, it's very important to pass down handwritten recipes. Don't you agree? Absolutely. Absolutely agree. Yes. I have a few of my mother's. Just a few, not a whole lot. Nothing from my grandmother. Probably my mother's, though, came from, she was raised by her great aunt, so they probably came from her great aunt. I'm going to leave this piece of wax paper in here. And I really wanted to do 2 pages tonight, and this will not take very long. This one I'm going to do, and this is, let me pull the clip out. This has a lot more color on the page. So I've already chosen colors. I already have them out. I need another piece of wax paper. And let's see, right here. Put it right in there. And this page is all about a Persian artist. Painted this picture of how soldiers fought long ago. Drums beat, a trumpet blasted, an arrow shot through the air, the battle was on. The Persian words on the painting tell how the elephant helped in the battle. Well, I'm not so great on battle scenes, but I did find this little black and white picture of a guy blowing a bugle. And I've been debating whether I want to put him here. I think I'll put him right smack dab in the center, so when you lift him up, he'll go there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to get busy on this. I can't see chat. Let's see what's going on in chat. Oh, you're talking about recipes. I have some of my mom's recipes written on the back of an inventory sheet from a store where she worked at. Wow. Orange cake, yummy. I love making orange flavored cookies. Yum, Janet. That sounds good. Do you make orange flavored cookies from real oranges and put in the orange zest? Let's see. I think I'll put some blue on. Did I get some of that? No, I didn't. You know what I want to do? Instead of, well, I'm just going to do it this way. We'll see how this goes. Because each one of these little animals is kind of like a spot, you know? And rather than blending it all together, I'm going to try to not mess up my text. Just kind of do this. And then we'll put this aside and let this dry and do some other things. And if someone's come in here and I haven't noticed, welcome. Sometimes I get chattering away and concentrating on what I'm doing, and ooh, I don't get everybody welcomed like I want to. So if you haven't been officially welcomed, consider this your official welcome. I'll try to go scroll back through chat here in a minute. I'm trying to kind of keep the colors in their own little world, like they are here. That orange. Let's try some red. Where do I want to put it though? Up here maybe? Just right on the corner. Maybe a dot in there. So I'm not really blending these colors together. I'm putting them kind of side by side. And this is kind of a mountain, I think, here. What else? We've got some yellow. Put some yellow in here. I'm kind of watching my page now. So I apologize. Let's have tea time party. Are you guys cooking cookies and tea? Those orange cookies sounded good. I need some blue in there. And I think what I'm going to do is bring this blue down here because I want this picture to kind of stand out. There's that red in there. I'm concentrating on my page. That's almost too much brown up there. I need some green. By golly, I happen to have some grass green. Where am I going to put it? Up here? Down here. Right there. This might take a little bit longer to dry, this page, because this paint's kind of wet on here in spots. I'm trying not to blend it too much. I just want the colors to sit next to each other. Because that's how I see this battle scene going on here. With all the color elements, I see them as spots of color. I need yellow up in there. Maybe a little more blue on this page. Over here. The closest thing to blushing in emojis. Ruth, that was cute. I've never heard of that before, that phrase before. The closest thing to blushing in emojis. I want some darker blue. And then I think I'll set this aside and we'll do something else. Pull some of that over here. In there. This is a colorful page. It's got every color of the rainbow on it. Let's bring some of that dark blue in here. Now these colors, when they're on here, it just seems to me like right now it just looks incomplete. But after I get those photographs on there, and I'll probably do a border around it, it kind of comes together for me. But we're just going to really have to let this dry because it's really wet with spotty paint. I'm going to put my paints aside, get them out of the way. Get them out of the way. Out of the way. Yeah. All right. I'm working on it here. Janet, are you making everybody hungry? I'll put this over on the other side of the room. Of course, I put it right where I didn't want to. I thought another thing that we could do, giant glue booking. I haven't worked in this giant glue book for a long time. And I've got all my giant stuff in here. These are things that are too big for my other glue books. This, I have a collection of them. We'll be digging through there. I'm going to set it aside. I just wanted to show it to you. All right. So we did the giraffe page. Fashionitis. I'm not even sure you guys can see all of this. Let me look back at chat. I'm just in my own little world here. Let's scroll back. You're all cooking cookies here. Date squares. Yum. Whose house are we having tea and cake at? At Janet's house. Y'all got me thinking of crumb cake and hot coffee. You guys are making me hungry. Except that we did have supper right before chat, so I'm good. Janet loves to bake. Yeah, me too, Janet. An orange cake last week. Lillian said she made an orange cake. Oh, she wanted to make an orange cake, but she couldn't find the recipe. All right. So, these are what I've been doing with my big glue book pages. And this big atlas. I'm pulling out some of this wax paper. This is one of my favorite pages. This is talking about the American Indian and some of the education that they had to go through with How many times is this going to happen to me tonight? I think this is the third or fourth time. Thanks for sticking with me. I wanted to talk about this George Washington page. How fun it was to do that. We had so much fun. But I put my foot in my mouth and I said it was George Washington that fired the first shot of the Revolutionary War. No, no, no. It was the French and Indian War. I looked it up. Honest, I did. I go, oh, I told him wrong. Put my foot in my mouth again. So it was the French and Indian War. George Washington was a young lieutenant or something. I see this folded over. This needs to be glued down. I'm just going to take a little. So I corrected my history faux pas there. I do love history. And I really like how this page turned out. Okay, so we have some images here. And I got some more here too. Where are they? Here, in the back. That I thought would make some good. We were looking at these last time that we were doing. I love this wolf one. He's got a brown eye and a blue eye. I don't know if all wolves do, but he's pretty scary. And I like this. I've always relished the amazing beauty of nature before dawn. The rising sun promises a new day and a new beginning. And I kind of like that with him. I love this. I love these two together. We were looking at these. Yeah, doesn't she look like she's pretty skeptical? All experts worth believing. I think I'll do that one next. At least I'll paste it down or glue it down. I'm not going to do it on George Washington. I found a really interesting image. I think it was in our daily newspaper. Some guy was just browsing the internet and he had something to do with George Washington Library that they have someplace or other. And he was looking for items that, you know, may be lost George Washington memorabilia. And he ran across this sketch, this watercolor sketch. Of course, this would be George Washington when he was actually, general in the Revolutionary War. His command tent. And I was thinking, he knew right away that he had a good idea that it was real. And they ended up buying it, the museum. And I cut out the article because I'm going to put it with that page. But I thought, wow, urban sketching in the 1700s. I think they bought it for like $12,000 or something. The museum did. So I'm going to put this right in here, and then I'll probably just fill in things. And I love these bigger images, and I love doing this in the atlas. Poor dog. That's what you guys are chatting about. Oh, and I have something to show Rose and Janet, too. That wolf reminds me of a dog that lived next door. A Malamute dog. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. She was creepy. Somebody poisoned her. Oh, I'm so sad, Lillian. Oh, somebody poisoned her. Poor doggy. Oh, thank you, Aristi. I appreciate your saying that. You know, I think my eyes go to things that in the magazines, and I go, this is cool. I can't throw it away. I just can't throw it away. So I got to glue it down someplace. I got kicked off again. Here I'm back. I got to flip it. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm really getting kicked off tonight. I was telling you that when we were children, we did a lot of cutting out of magazines. But we did what they called vertical files. And actually all it was just all these articles that we cut out of magazines. Did I not flip this? There. Are y'all with me yet? Yep. Sorry about the rough ride tonight. If I could rule the internet, I would. All right, I think I'm going to put her on this side, though. I love how skeptical she looks. And it just fits. And these came from different magazines, different articles, all together different. I can't tell you which one came from where. Well, I probably can. This came out of a, well, maybe not. It doesn't say what magazine. I can't tell you. I think this one came out of a parent's magazine. This one might have come out of like a Better Homes and Garden or something like that. It doesn't have the name of the magazine on it. And that's long gone. Yeah, Sheila. I do too. And you know what? I just keep getting them. I keep getting them. I think fussy cutting is my new pastime. Tearing up magazines. I tore up another stack of magazines this week. This is Elmer's glue. I mixed it a couple weeks ago. It was 3 parts Elmer's glue and not quite 1 part of water. I just thinned it down a little. And I might have a little too much water in there, but it seems to be working for me. Next time I may put a little less water in it. But I've been putting glue on both sides of my pages. And for this, I'm using a sponge brush because these pages have a lot of area to cover. And whoops. And you got to be careful. Let's put this over here. Now we're going to work on my desktop too, but I'm kind of saving that for last because my desktop will be wet and I can't do any more on it if I work on it. So this really doesn't matter too much in there. The glue book expert, I don't know if she's still in here, is Cindy Signs Utter. She's the one that I learned glue booking from, and Gina Ahrens. I've learned a lot. Cindy has taught me the proper way to glue a page down, although I'm still learning. Especially on these larger pages to get all the air bubbles out, but pretty good. And sometimes after these thinner pages have sat on these a little, they'll look a little wrinkly, but once I close up the book and it dries, it seems to be just fine. It isn't like it's ultra crinkly, but it's still kind of wet and damp. I do enjoy doing this because this saves what interests you out of these magazines. This saves what catches your eye. And a lot of these pages, I just cannot fussy cut out of the page. And some of them, the images are large, but some of them, I just don't even want to cut the page, period. Now, let's see, I wanted to put some glue on here. And I'm not watching chat, I'm concentrating on my page. Oh, red lips. Red lips. I found some red lips too. You guys are talking about the black shoe and the zipper. We've got to do that page tonight. Wait, let me look at chat. Wait. Rose, if you want to send them to me, how big are they? Well, you remember that black shoe was about, what? 5 by 7 page, I would say. If your rose lips would fit, send them to me and we'll look at them. Oh, that would be good. 4 inches across would be perfect. We'll talk after chat. That would be fun. I'll save, because the red lips I found are not that big. And I'm sure yours will be much better. Will be a lot more fun on that page. We'll save it until I get your red lips. It is. In fact, I got it out. Let me show you where we are at on that. Let me show you, because I got it out to show you guys, but I like the idea of Rose's red lips. So if I can put this down on this. This is the glue book we were working in. It's a little bit smaller. But here's our shoe. Here's the shoe. I saved it. And then I found a zipper. I think the zipper was more my zip the lip thing. You guys, Rose and Janet were talking about the black shoe and the red lips. And I was talking about Facebook and it said zip the lip. And I got, from the red lips, I got the zipper. Oh, do you think? I don't know. This is, they might just be fun on there, Rose, because let me get my ruler out. Hold it. Oh, of course I had to drop it behind the chair. Wait. Be patient. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I got it. From the pink border to the pink border is 4 inches. And if we put the red lips up here or down there, you know, we could make them fit. I think that the red lips, 4-inch red lips would be fun on here. Or we could put them diagonally. Send them to me and we'll decide in our, because mine are too small. See, these are mine and they're way too small. They look like a red pea pod. So I want your red lips, Rose. Would they, well, not if we put them up here. How big are they? Well, I think mine are too small. I think your red lips, if they're 4 inches across this way, because we've got plenty of room on this. They need to be on the shoe. Well, send me what you have and we'll decide. I won't do anything till you send them to me. We'll just fold this up. There's another black shoe. Oh, the shoe is screaming. Oh. Oh. So are the lips open? See, this is why I don't do things on commission. I can't see what you guys are saying. Oh. Oh, okay. Huh. Maybe Janet can draw me a sketch and Facebook me. Her vision of this black shoe and the red lips, because, and you send me a sketch with your red lips and we'll make it work. We'll do a, we'll get that red lip page done. Okay, I think this actually went down pretty good. Do we want to put anything else on them? What else do I have in here? All right, this is where the fun begins. This is what you guys really like, isn't it? Going through these images. So this is the page we're doing. We're looking for images that will go with our... How many times am I going to get kicked out tonight? I got kicked out again. Janet says the black shoe was screaming to go into your glue book. So we said the black shoe... Wait, hold it. My chat faded out on me. We said the black shoe image that you had needed some screaming red lips. Oh, okay. Well, we could open up Ruth's lips, cut the open lip and open them up this way. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. I'll have to dwell on it. Maybe I'll run across something. I don't have a lot of fashion magazines. I really like the decorator magazines and the history, natural history. Are all experts worth... He's going to go... I like him with this wolf, though. And with this. I'm putting those guys together. I'm looking for images to put on my expert page here. This is what's so fun to do. Look at, I love these open up. The shoes open up. They need some lips that open up like that. Annie says she loves birds and flowers and faces. I do too, and I love these vintage images, Annie. Here's a snail. I should keep the nature ones together, but you know, I quit trying to keep too many things together because then I get too not too, what do I say? Don't get spontaneous enough if I start trying to put things together. Let's put it that way. I kind of like things mixed up. Tomorrow, I like tomorrow. And even though I do look for things that go together, I kind of like things smushed up because then I run across things and they seem to fit, if that makes any sense. I got some tissue papers in there. That's just an envelope. Oh. Sheila says she mostly has fashion magazines because that's what people give to her. Yeah. In our area, we have, I have no shortage of Good Housekeeping, Woman's Day, and Better Homes and Garden. I tell you, they're free. There's no shortage of them. This is calendar pages. I'm looking for images that will go with my my skeptical are all experts worth believing. And this is kind of fun just to look through these. I never get tired. Here's a pie. I never get tired of looking through these. The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn. And here are some books. Kitchen collectibles. See, how can I decide? I'll put it down and think about it later. Ooh, I like that one. All right, here's this. Sorry, I'm already booked. Let's see. Janice says, Aunt Beck, I store all of my cutout images in the large Ziploc baggies and have all of them labeled. Oh, Janet, you have me beat. I do have a Ziploc baggie of them, but they're the only thing that they are my most recent fussy cuts, and then I throw them in the box. Let's see what else going on here. Rose says, I have a portable file box with hanging files for my cutout. It is now full since I discovered the ones in that box. Janet says, and then all of the bags are in a box. I need to do that, Janet. I keep smaller fussy cuts in the envelopes in the files, Rose says. Aunt Beck says, I may have to do that as mine are just shoved into a folder and they fall out all over the place. Aunt Beck, I get it. Annie says, I have notebooks with page protectors. Janet says it helps. I also have mine divided into JB5 images. JB5 is Journaling by Fives. It's a project by Shannon Green. A lot of people enjoy that. I'm not going into it. I have some bigger, Rose says I have some bigger envelopes for the bigger ones in files. And Janet says, what I find hard is to organize are the words. I know. I got a big bag of words. Sheila says, okay, Janet, I spent most of today redoing my bead boxes. Guess I need to start on my cutouts. Now see, I read all your chat. Quit looking for my images. But I like to read the chats. I like to read the chats because it gives the people who are watching a replay an idea of what the conversation is going on in the chat room. Crafty Granny says, my fussy cuts are in Ziploc bags hung by pan hangers on a pole so I don't forget about them. Crafty, you know, I take the phone off the hook during our live sessions, and I usually set it in a recliner by our phone stand, and I always forget to put that phone back on the hook, and in the morning I get, you didn't put the phone back on the hook. So tonight I got smart. I put it in my recliner, so there's no way I'm going to forget that phone is off the hook. Rose says she has page protectors and a notebook in her Amazon cart. Janet says, Aunt Beck, that's even better. Then you can keep everything nice and tidy in a binder. Well, mine are all shoved into this box, and you guys get to see my images during our live sessions. I'm looking for something that will... Oh, look at these gummy bears. Pretty smart. The latest beauty and product tips that save time and the best of all, your sanity. Grin and bear it. Oh, I like the gummy bears on there. I like that. Pretty smart. The gladiators. This is all about gladiators here. General Grant. There's nothing in there that are my lava bar soap. One of those spiders that didn't really turn out too well for me. All right, the only thing I really found was this Pretty Smart. I'm looking. What's this? Force of Nature. That's pretty. Now I'm getting into more of the... Now I like this because she looks like an expert helping a young girl. I kind of like that. Looks like she's helping her learn. And that's a giraffe. The gals in the chat room are still talking about how they organize their fussy cuts. And I'll guarantee you they're more organized than Meri. Meri got disgusted one day and just put all of them in boxes. And that's what you're looking at. And I do have the... Oh, they didn't know. I like that. I did sort out the larger ones from the smaller and medium ones. So that's probably... I had them all organized. And I found that I said, okay, I want a small one. So I'd get out the small ones and I'd look at all the small ones. And then I'd have to get out the medium ones. And I don't know. I didn't feel... I did not feel like I was being as spontaneous as... What? This looks like a... It is. It's an education in the early days. Because it's talking about education. I kind of like that. Dog. So did Janet say that I have another big black shoe? I'll have to look for that. I'll have to go through it an image at a time. What's this? Always the season to remember who you are. Stay sparkly. I like it, but it doesn't. Oh, now here. See, we're getting into... This, he's writing a letter home from the Civil War. Bears. That was a lady sitting on a number 5. Dolphins. I'm looking through my... I'm probably boring you guys to tears. Let's see what the chat is doing. The shoe was like the size of her hand. Okay. No cake here. I just have leftover boiled ham dinner. Oh, that sounds good, Azure. Sheila says, nope, love to look at others' goodies, Meri. Thank you. You know, I can look at these and, you know, enjoy looking at them. And then I'll close it up. And then I get it out again. Ooh, this one could be too. I'll get it out again. And I swear they're all new to me. You know, I enjoy looking at them over and over and over again. I like her. I might put her out on my desktop when we get to doing the desktop. How long have we been going? Almost 2 hours. You guys, you know what we need to do? It's getting late. I didn't realize it was getting so late. It's getting late. And we need to do that other contest for those poor people that are ready to go to bed. We have met the enemy and he is us. I kind of like that. So let me do my last few quick swipes through here. Some sheep. I'll look for that other black shoe, Janet. I'll have to go through it. But see, there's the number 5. I love that. I think this was a Discover card ad. All right. I'm going to put all these, I'm not even going to bother putting them away, because that'll take time. We want to do that at a contest so that if somebody wants to close out their Friday night, they can. Look, I glued that one down. Let me wipe this off. I'll set it down over here so it won't till it dries. All right, I pulled out some that I like. In a way, I should probably do this before the live, but I think it's fun just to go through all the images. You guys don't seem to mind. Let's just close it like this. I better close my glue so I don't get glue all over everything. We'll just tuck him in there. And we're going to do the other contest, because we've been going for about 2 hours. An hour and 53 minutes. And I have 4 more ATCs to give away. Is Annie still with us? Let's see, I need my book. I'm looking. I put everything over to the other side of the room when I was doing that. All right. We're on number 6. And here again, if you get the same number, I'll give, and even to the very last one, because I do have a couple of extra ones. Don't worry if you have the same number as somebody else. If it's the winning number, you'll both get one. So, all right. So number 6 was this one. And it is St. Paul's Dispatch. Actually, it was talking about a circus. This is a circus coming to town here. And the little label, the little word label that I pulled out was, 1 today is worth 2 tomorrows. So I'm just calling it, I'm going to call it 1 today. How many do we have in here? We've got 21 people. You guys are sticking with me. If we get cut off, I think all the numbers still show. So I think we'll be okay. Just hold tight and I'll be right back if I get cut off here. So we're going to draw for number 6. I dumped these out. Number 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. They're going to make it 800 to 850. Don't say anything until I pick a number. I'm going to have to get some different ranges. 800 to 850. I have to think of a number. Okay, go. Hi, Ramona. Welcome. And welcome to anybody else that has come in. I've been hunting through my my fussy cut box to do some glue booking, and I've been chattering away. Oh, Patricia, hi, welcome. Good to see you, Patricia Stubbs. You snuck in on me. I cannot pronounce Natokuni 2. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct, but welcome. I know I've saw you before, but you're new to me. I'll give you some time. There's a little lag time. Is everybody done? I don't know. I miss Lucia. Oh, Laura, hi, welcome. You snuck in on me too. Welcome to you. Have you picked the number, Laura? The range is 800 to 850. Oh, you live in Japan. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wish I could pronounce your name. Can you do a phonetic spelling of your name? Is it a N-A, Natito? I wish I could pronounce your name correctly. I want to call you Natalie. Welcome. I love it when we have people from Japan and New Zealand and Austria and Greece and England. Oh my goodness, what a world we live in. What a world we live in. Of course, I love it when people are from Iowa and Colorado and Nebraska too. All right, I'm going to give it 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee. That's a good state to be in. 7, 8, 9, 10. The number was 803. Who got close to 803? Who got 803? 8, 25, 23, 39, 42, 25, 22, 34, 37, 21, 18, 33, 46, 13. You guys are way high. Oh my goodness, now what am I going to do? I'm going to have to figure out the one that's closest to 803. What's the lowest number here? 13? Rose had 813. I think it's our Rose again. Would you guys agree? Yes, I think it is. Rose, we're going to give it to you. You can just start a collection. This was number 6. This is the one today is worth 2 tomorrows. You can start your own glue book with ATCs in them or whatever. If anybody wins more than once, we'll give it to you. It's the luck of the number of what you call for the numbers. So, and there's more here. There's more chances, and I'll be doing more contests. So, I've been doing a contest in just about every live. Yeah, buy a lottery ticket. If you buy a lottery ticket and win, send me $10. She has a Blizzard book with pockets that work for ATCs. Cool. Number 7. We're going to draw for number 7. Number 7 is this one, and I called him the Professor of Music. And of course, these are made out of, and I think this is, I know it's Tim Holtz fabric, but I think it's his Eclectic Collections, but I'm not positive on that. But it is Tim Holtz fabric. And then this is a cigar label, not a real one. I cut it out of a history book. They had some images of cigar labels. But I thought he went so nice with this guy. So I called him a Professor of Music. So that's the one we're going to draw for next. What did I do with my little pink tab? I need to write this down for my own. And Rose, did I write you down on here? I need to write Rose on here so I don't forget. Because after chat, I got to match all these up. Okay, so we're going to draw. I'm going to go to a different range. I'm going to go from 2000 to 2075. Kind of open it up a little bit more here. So don't say anything until I pick my number. I have to think of a number. 2000 to 2075. All right, go. Art with your heart out. Welcome. Lisa, My Eclectic Life. Draw Tangles with Dawn. You ladies have come in. Patricia snuck in on me. Hi, Betty. I know I said hello to you before, but... And our Japanese lady with the name that I can't pronounce, but it's such a pretty name. It's so oriental. Oh, thank you. Art with your heart out. I want so much to press. I want to go to your channel right now. And do you do videos? Art with your heart out? I'm going to have to check out your channel if you do videos. I meet a lot of new people in the live streams. It's so fun to meet you. And everybody is so polite and pleasant. You know, I think I must have the nicest people. You just started up again. Well, good for you. All right. I'm going to check out your channel. It'll probably be tomorrow, though. I tell you, after I finish with my live, I have to clear up this room so I can find my way out. I throw everything on the floor. And then I have the video's processing, and then I have to get that all set up. And then I kind of clean up make sure I have everything with the contests and everything. And finally I go to bed. All right. I think we're probably done. Do I need to call a 10-second? Rose just sub to you. Got a new subby. Art with your heart out. Art with your heart out. Whatever. I missed it. All right. So the number is 2021. It was between 2000 and 2075. Who got close to 2021? I have to go back. I wasn't watching. 2056. 2012, 62, 33, 54, 68, 54. 16 is pretty close, Sheila. $17, Art with your heart out, got just a little bit closer. So that's 4 away, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Art with your heart out is 2017. 2016, 2033, 2012, 56. I think it's Art with your heart out. Yeah. So first time watching and you win an ATC. How about that? I'll need you. Are you on Facebook by any chance? If you're on Facebook, I'm Meridel Abrams on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you can email me at the.meri.atelier, ATELIER, @gmail.com. And we are 2 hours and 5 minutes and 18 seconds into this. So if you don't get all this written down, just watch the replay about 5 minutes after, well, 2 hours and 5 minutes into it, and you'll see this. So, but I'll need your snail mail address. It's all ready to go. There's none of this, I'll get it ready in a week. They're all ready to go. I just need to address them and put a stamp on them. Welcome, I'm glad you won. And Annie, don't get discouraged. We do a lot of drawings here. 8. We're going to do number 8. 8 is Challenge the World. And this was a lot of books, I think, on this. This is still that Tim Holtz fabric. And I think this is like a bookshelf. And I put a fussy cut image of, I think this was an N sign, INN. And it had said the woolly N. And I put challenge, the label is Challenge the World. These were fun to make. Okay, the range will be 2,000 to 2,075. Don't say anything till I pick a number. Okay, go. Oh, okay. Let's see, I gotta go back to that. Nai or sumo. Oh, I can't speak Japanese. Sumomo? Or is that nay or nai? I like nai. Gonna call you nai. I think I found, Sheila, I think I found the fabric at Joann's. I'm pretty sure. It might have been Hobby Lobby, but those would be the only two stores, because I did buy it recently, and those are the only two stores that would be even close to selling that fabric. And I think he put this fabric out. Well, you know, I have a little of it left. I don't have a big amount of it left, but if you want like about 6 by 9, I can send you some. Sheila. Was that Sheila asking for that, about that fabric? Okay. Well, check it out, and if you can't find it, just ask them, because it's in where all the prints are, and ask them if they have any of the Tim Holtz fabric. He did some. I'm not sure this is even recent fabric. It might be some that was just left on the boat, and they just had it out. I know he sold some a couple years ago. But if you cannot find any, Sheila, let me know, and I'll send you I don't have a big piece left. I don't have a yardage, but I do have a smaller piece, and I'd be more than happy to send you some that you can make ATCs with. It should be with the licensed fabrics, is what Aunt Becca's saying. Do you have a Joann's or a Hobby Lobby close to you? If you do, I'd check them out, because here's the thing. If they have... He does more than one print. He might have something else that you like better. Art with Your Heart Out says, I can't see what the project was tonight. Oh, I still have to do that. The reversed image in the book. I still have to do that. And here I am chattering away. All right. So are we done with the numbers? I think we're probably done. I've been reading chat. The range was 2,000 to 2075, and the number was, that's a 2012? Or was that 2072? Oh, I don't remember if it was 2012 or 2072. So if anybody got 2012 or 2072, I'll give one to each of you, because I can't read my own writing there. I thought it was 2012, but I might have written 2072. Let's see what the numbers are. Let's see. Mary did her thing tonight. 2021, 2074 is close. 2048, 2016, 2011 in Japan. Nai. Oh my goodness. I'm going to give one to Nai because she is, where did I miss it here? She's 2011. Let me write on the back. 20. Are you on Facebook or, well, let me get the number here. I'll never remember your name. So you're going to have to, I'm more than willing to send this to Japan. And I think somebody else got close to 2072, so I'm going to go back to that one. So, Nai, yes. Yeah, oh, and Crafty Grandma, 2013. Okay. Did anybody get close to 2072? Would you check for me, Aunt Beck? Because we'll give one to Crafty Grandma, and then if somebody got close to... Scott got 2074? Really, honestly, did you write that down, Aunt Beck? Or are you just saying that? You did. He did say 2074. All right, we'll send Scott one. We will send Scott one. He'll get one. All right, I got to figure this out. Nai gets this one. Nai gets the woolly end. Before we move on with that, though, Nai, if you're on Facebook, if you will message me your address that I can send this to you, at Meridel Abrams on Facebook. Or if you're not on Facebook, if you email me your address at the.meri, MERI.ATELIER, that's my channel name, at gmail.com. I'll need your... Good night, Lillian. You want another one. So I need your snail mail address, Nye. And who else? Scott. So Lillian and Scott. We're going to give Lillian this one. I'm not even going to do the contest for it. We're going to give Lillian, I think she's leaving. Annie, what? Let's see. Annie. Annie, we do contests every live session. There'll be a lot more chances to win. A lot more chances to win. Well, wait a minute. Here, Annie. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, Annie, I've got 3 extra ones here. Let me get the other one out. Where's my other extra one? I'm looking for it. I don't know what I did with it. Well, I got these 2 extra ones. Annie, just because you're new, we're going to send you one. We're going to send you one, but you have to choose. This is the cast of characters. This is a little book. The 6 little bunkers, happy gems, and it says cast of characters. And this one is Hallmark Hall of Grace. It's kind of a lacy one. And it says a strange and wonderful place. Annie, which one do you want? You tell me which one you want. Make sure I get your snail mail address. These are just extra ones that I made. You like the Hallmark one? Oh, then we'll send Scott this one. The cast of characters. That sounds like Scott, doesn't it? That sounds like Scott. Okay, and Lillian's going to get this one. I got to write this one down. Lillian gets number 9. This one goes to Scott. But Annie, you have to be sure I get your, that I get your snail mail address. I'll show this again. Meridel Abrams at Facebook or the Meri Atelier at gmail.com. I can't send it to folks who don't send me their snail mail. I don't have much trouble with that, but I keep saying that. So this one goes to Scott. Yeah. All right. Good guess, Scott. And this one goes to Lillian. This one goes to Annie. I'm getting them written down. These are extras. I don't mind giving out the extras. I thought I'd make a few in case I got into... And this one goes to Nye. In case I got into trouble. So, we're all done with the contests. Let's go back and welcome, Annie. We're glad to have you here. And you too, Art with Your Heart. Welcome. We're glad to have the new folks in here. It's Black Friday. It's time to art. I need to get out this book. I think, let's see how dry these clumpy patches of paint were. I was doing these. It's still kind of wet in there. I have been bumped off several times tonight, but I'm going to risk it. I'm going to unplug my phone because I'm at 100%. That was me unplugging my phone. Oh, what's going on here? Can you guys see me? Say something if you can see me. Because what I see, it says rotate device. Okay, everything looks okay, Azure? Good, because my phone just has this rotate device. I can see myself, but it's kind of got a film over it. I don't know what's going on with it. It happened when I pulled my plug out. I want to dry these pages. And I wanted to pull the phone out of my plug in because I didn't want the plug-in the same plug-in that my phone was in. I've already been kicked off 4 times, but I didn't want to risk it again. These are the pages that we're doing in the Childcraft Encyclopedia. And of course I put my hand in the paint. Why not? That's what we do. And you can always tell if your paint is getting dry, because if it's still wet, it's shiny. You guys probably all know that, but like right here, that's a puddle of it. And it was shiny. But sometimes you can get fooled that right here, it's right there. I know it's wet. I know there's a little puddle of it right there. And I don't mind if I have wax paper between the pages, if it smudges a little, because it's kind of all smudgy anyway. I mean, it isn't like it's in precise areas of the page. And we just want to dry this off as much as we can. I really do like the colors here, and what I was trying to do was, in here, you know, I see spots of color, like the brown horse, the yellow, and I was trying to put just spots of color on this page. But I knew this page would be wet for a while because I let the paint just kind of puddle in the page. I'm watching my, I think it's dry enough that I can at least put this guy down. I want to put him down here. But you know what I want to do again is I want to do a light wash in there, because I don't want that stuff. Although that white behind him really doesn't look too bad, does it? Maybe I'll leave it there for now and decide on that later. And I'm going to use my glue stick. And I'm just going to glue the back of his feet. Glue his boots together. And I'm going to put him right in here. Now I might decide later to come back and paint out some of this in here, but right now I'm thinking I'm kind of liking that. And it'll flip up so you can read the text behind it. And this is wet, so I'm going to pull this out and fold it in half and put it right in here. And then the other page that we worked on tonight was over here. And we did this page with the family. And this should be pretty dry altogether. And I put that over here, did I not? I said I was putting it over to my left. Where is it? I can't find it. What did I do with the family? I lost the family. I said I was putting it right over here to my left. Well, we'll have to do that one later because I don't know what happened to the photo. I'll find it when I clean up. But I have a family fussy cut that I put in there. Oh, here's that other ATC. This is an extra ATC. Maybe we'll give that away next time. It's probably in that big box of stuff. It probably is. I'll probably have to look through every one of those. But I said I was going to set it right over here to my left. And then I did all those contests. And I threw my envelopes over here. And it probably flew off someplace. I'm not going to worry about it because I don't want to spend my night hunting for it. If it's not obvious where it's at. it can always be glued on. So, but it's a picture of a family, and they're seated around listening to an old-timey radio. Wait a minute. Rose says, I can't stand Facebook, but if Meri has a gathering spot there for us Friday nighters, I will join in. Oh, I don't know. I don't really do groups on Facebook. I attend groups on Facebook, but having my own group, I don't know about that. That's all I have to say right now. I love having you guys in on Friday nights, and I love the idea of a group. I'd have to think about it, Rose. I'm not sure where that conversation came from. We need a non-chat way to get together for trades, etc. Oh, okay. Well, let me think about it. Let me think about it, Rose. Maybe we can come up with a way. I know YouTube itself, but it's not a private group. So, I don't think that would work because it would not be private. I'd have to think about it. Maybe we can come up with some. Yeah, I'm almost afraid that I would put I've done groups before. I've hosted groups before. But I'm involved in so much that I'm afraid that I would overcommit. That's what's causing me to hold back. So I don't want to overcommit. But I think it's a great idea. We might be able just to do an email chain. I'm not sure. We would have to... yeah, G Plus has a way. Google Plus has a way. But... not everybody's on Google Plus either. So I'm thinking maybe just an email chain, but everybody would have to agree to be a part of that. You know, we can't just add people. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do something private with an email. I call it a chain, but I mean like a group email. Well, they could either, join or not. I mean, we could do something on, isn't there a MailChimp or something like that where they send out their newsletters? But I wouldn't send out a newsletter. I would just send out an email, or I'd have to look at it. There's got to be stuff out there. I'm really wary about hosting a group. I just am so afraid of overcommitting because I have my hands in so much that I'm afraid that I would say, yeah, let's do it, and then disappoint you guys. So let me think about it. Let me talk to some of the gals that are hosting other groups, and maybe they have some ideas of something that we can do private to where we can share that's not a group, but a public group or anything like that. Let me think about it. I'll put it on I'm thinking about it. Remind me. So are you guys tired? We've been going almost 2.5 hours. I haven't done my desktop yet. Maybe a couple images on my desktop. Okay, Rose, we will think about it. I'm not saying no, because I like the idea of it. I'm worried about it. Not for you guys, for me. I'm worried about my own commitment. Let's put some stuff down on the page here. I pulled out a whole bunch of things. I want to put down a few images on my desktop. And I threw them in here. Did I not? Did I not throw all those images in here? Yes, I did. I saw a couple I wanted to put down on here. I like that one. This one. I like her. I like these. We have met the enemy and he is us. That almost goes with that expert one. I kind of like that, but we'll have to think about it. I think I'm going to put these down because we want to do the desktop. And then after the desktop, I think we better call it a night because I'm keeping you guys up. You'll sleep late on Saturday morning. Your boss will wonder where you are. Why didn't you come to work on Saturday morning? All right, let's see. But you know, the advantage of painting this in the background was that I don't have to worry about getting these images right up straight to each other. I can leave space in there and let that paint show through, and I really do like that. This is just a scrap. And I think I'm going to work on this side of the page. I like her down there. I think I'm just going to put her down in here. Kind of tilt her that way. So this kind of needs to be glued down a little. Right in there. Let's glue this one down. We're just going to put glue on the desktop. This is really kind of fun. And I really do like how the colors came out on this paper. You guys, you know what? I did not find another mini composition book. Well, I have them. But I found another little mini journal. I was thinking about continuing it, but I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to finish this book. I don't know if I'll do the thank yous. I might lean toward doing some Christmas stuff because December's coming up. But I really do like doing those smaller books. I like the... Good night, Laura. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for coming, Laura. Those smaller videos, working in those smaller books, it goes so much faster. And, you know, they're fun to work in. And the things that I'm doing are not to be considered masterpieces. I mean, my goodness, look at those paintbrushes today. They certainly were not a masterpiece, but they were fun. And tomorrow's the same way, but be sure to watch Sundays. I really want to put a handlebar mustache on, I lost the comment, on that gold face. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. Who said that? I got to go back. Who said that they want... Azure. That would be such a great idea. Now you're going to have me looking for big, huge handlebar mustaches, which really shouldn't be too hard to find because handlebar mustaches were the rage a couple years ago, weren't they? You saw a mustache on everything in art. You go to Michael's, you find mustache art paper. I bumped my camera. Good night, Betty. It's Movember. Movember. It's November. Did you mean that? Get out your fine liner? That's a good idea, Janet. That's an excellent idea. Hi, Sibylla. I'm going to pronounce her name wrong, but hi. I remember you. You're our Oklahoma gal. Sibylla. Well, you know. I don't pronounce it any better than I pronounce my own name. We are just doing glue book, and then I'm going to wrap it up. We've been going for a little over 2.5 hours, so these gals have been so patient. I think I've lost my connection about 5 times. See, I'm going to glue this one over here. I'll probably have to go back and make sure. A handlebar mustache on this gold face. That's brilliant. That's a brilliant idea. Do you think I could do that tonight? Yeah. With my fine liner? Sibylla. Thank you, Rose. Keep telling me, Rose. I like it when you spell it out like that. That helps me a lot. Sibylla. Oh, I'm going to need some more. That's really a pretty name. And I like the name of, I cannot pronounce it, but the name of our Japanese friend tonight, it's such a pretty name. It reminds me of an oriental flower. And I'm calling her Nye, which is probably wrong. Well, I know I'm going to have to go back and make sure these are glued down good. But I think that for tonight, I'm going to put the handlebar mustache on him with my fine liner. Asian names are like music, aren't they? Oh, thank you, Annie. And Annie, be sure you get your address to me. All right, I have a black fine liner right here. Handlebar, though, I might have to sketch this out first. I have to laugh at that. It's been a long time since I've seen a handlebar mustache like this. We want a big long one? I have to see the chat. Long, okay. So watch my fingers if they're just like this. And then kind of curving up like that. Well, it's just paint. All right. Well, I'll give it my best shot. I'm not a barber. It's been a long time since I've seen a man's handlebar mustache, but we're going to give it a shot. I love the idea of a handlebar mustache on him. He might need a little bit more of a... Oh! Now wait, be patient. Let's see what I can do on this side. I'm laughing so much that it's hard to hold it still. Oh, this one's better, I think. I'm wondering if I can... Oh, let me reach down here and get some towels. I don't like this one. We're going to see what kind of a mess I can make. Yes? Give him another shot here. Looks like he's got black hair growing out of his nose there. Poor old guy. If at first you don't succeed, grow another mustache. All right, let's see if I can't do this better. I won't guarantee that I will. But I'll try. Oh, I like it better. It's a little bit longer on that side, but I was running into the... Now I'm not watching the phone. I'm watching my painting here. What a sense of humor you have, Azure. I think you were the one that told me to put a purple bunny ears on something. And I was laughing at that, but I didn't have the courage to do it. Oh, we're going to give him a black handlebar mustache. It may not be the most perfect one in the world. I'm not seeing chat, I'm just chatting at you. I'll catch up with comments in a second here. Oh, he's got a loose hair there. See if I can't do something about that. What did I do with my little spray bottle? I don't want to get it too... It's so funny. What are you guys saying? Wait, I gotta go check. Wacky is good. I like his drama. That's some meshed. It's a little wacky. It's fun. Lucia, did Lucia walk in the room? Welcome, Lucia. We missed you. We're just about finished, but we had this really great suggestion to put a handlebar mustache on this face. I'm doing big gluebooking on my desktop. And Azure said, put a handlebar mustache on that gold face. And I'm going, well, I'll have to find one. And Janet said, get out your fine liner, Meri. So here we are, putting a wacky handlebar mustache on this man of gold here. Well, sort of a handlebar mustache. Meri's version. And this will have to dry. It's clumpy and it's wet. All right. He's got a handlebar mustache, Azure. Welcome back, Sheila. Lucia, you have a package coming if you haven't received it yet. I mailed it this week. Probably with Thanksgiving it got a little... Thank you. It probably got a little delayed with all the Thanksgiving mail. But I'm finally getting all my giveaways mailed out. And you won a couple, I think. So you got some stuff coming to you. I didn't forget you. So, what's chat like here? Thank you, Lucia. Don't forget, everybody. I don't know what Rose is talking about, but you guys do. He needs a hat. A hat? What kind of a hat am I going to put on him, Janet? What kind of a hat does he need? If you tell me a stovepipe hat, I'm going to stomp my feet. He needs one of those derbies, doesn't he? Like a... Okay. It'll probably come... I don't know if it'll come tomorrow, but early next week for sure. I mailed it on Tuesday or Wednesday. A bowler hat. Is that like a bowler hat? I'm going to have to do my research on what a bowler hat is. I'm thinking of a derby hat, like Tim Holtz's guys wear. Is that a bowler hat, Lisa? Somebody tell me what a bowler hat is. Rounded top derby is a bowler. Okay, so I got the round part. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't want to mess it up. I'll go look it up and we'll do it next week. I do think that's a good idea with the mustache. You guys are going to have me doodling on my desktop now. Like what a snowman wears, but it's rounded. Well, snowman wears a stovepipe hat, doesn't he? He's going to get a hat. I'll go look up the bowler and the snowman and see what kind of hats they wear. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to do it tonight, but that's a great idea, Rose. A monocle. Yes. Yes, but it's the rounded on top. Okay. Okay, Janet. And the monocle. He'll get one of those. I'm not going to do anything more tonight because that paint is wet right there. And knowing Meri, she'll put her hand right in it. You are making him steampunk. You're going to have earrings in him pretty soon. He's kind of handsome though, isn't he? But I think it's the gold myself. It's the gold. What can I say? It's the gold. We'll be thinking about this all weekend, he says. Well, okay, what are you going to do to her? She's so pretty, you aren't going to mess this lady up, are you? She's a Hood Sarsaparilla calendar in 1896. What does she need? You think about what she needs. Steampunk bowler would look good. Big red lips. Oh no, big red lips. Oh no, nose ring. You guys are killing me. She needs tinting, just a hint of color. She does. Her face is rather pale. I do agree. She needs, and a long ponytail. We could give her a long ponytail. She probably wouldn't mind. Don't tell me to make her hair green. I'll do tinted hair. I'll tint her cheeks, but I will not dye her hair green. I draw the line at green. A braid. A braid. I love the idea of a braid. A nose ring. We could give her a big gypsy earring. I don't know. She's too pretty for a nose ring. We'll give, well, we're not going to do anything to Mother Teresa. She's off limits. She's beautiful the way she is. A flower in her hair. Draw tangles with Dawn says a flower in her hair. I do like those ideas. All right, you guys, somebody write all this down or I'll have to go back and listen to chat. Because I've been repeating all of this, but I'm not writing it down, and chat will go away, and I'll go, what did they say to do to her? Bye, Nye. Don't forget to send me your address, and thanks so much for coming. It's on the other side of the world there. It must be Saturday afternoon. We're so happy to have you here. Naya's from Japan. Don't forget to send me your snail mail address. And Annie, you too. Annie gets an ATC. All right, guys. And you too, Art with Your Heart Out. She's new and she won. She won an ATC tonight. So you all have a really good weekend. Thank you so much for coming. You guys just make my Fridays. You guys make my week. I never regret Friday nights. You're such a good crowd. I appreciate all of you, and I wish you all a happy and safe rest of the weekend, whether you're celebrating Thanksgiving or just enjoying your time at home. Good night, everybody.